All right, Alliance, how are we going to round this out? We've got some pretty good initiation. We've got some solid lockdown. BKBs aren't a big issue. Now, where's this damage coming from? What are we getting
They need
for
a
Nico
Baby hero here. Because they want to save the 10th pick for Limp.
Yeah.
They don't know what his matchup's going to be. You're laning with a Bane, so you can get away with pretty much anything.
Like Slark is
they
kind
could
of
go
coming
for like
to
a
mind.
They could go like PL if they're thinking like clockwork counters. It's like kind of okay versus the Snapfire too. But then you get Queen of Pain. At least she has some AoE damage and control. So they'll take the Kunkka.
All right.
So
we've seen Kunkka last banned maybe more than any other hero. So this also makes sense. If
it also just means that you're keeping the you're taking away a really good mid hero for NIP. Like they could have picked up Kunkka and then they have the flexibility of like he's going mid, we don't care what you pick, right? Like Kunkka's gonna do fine. Queen could have been off lane and they get a different one. Now Nico Baby gets that pure 10th pick of like my game-winning hero, which to be fair is how Alliance usually does it, right? Like he tends to get the 10th pick more than Limp does.
Ursa, hey, all right, another one of these. We've talked about Ursa so much, actually haven't seen him picked that much, and now NIP will give it a go.
Yeah, that's a sick Ursa pick. Kunkka, Axe, and Phoenix. Bane, kind of annoying, but with the status resistance, if you try and catch him during the enrage, you're going to be pretty upset.
Yep. This is the coin flip of off laners. You've got two routes. You can take somebody a little more int base, or you can take a big bruiser like your Axe, your Mars, and there are two heroes that completely shut that down, MK and Ursa. So rip Axe's lane. But they've got a lot of lockdown, right? You can see a world where if they catch the Ursa, you've got X, you've got Nightmare. They've got a lot of follow-up to actually take him down if they can catch him somewhat isolated. So some decent options. Necro banned out. All right.
What's the max damage of Fiend's Grip? Max damage is 1290 without the talent.
That's a full duration channel. What is that, 5 seconds?
Yeah, but the reason why I'm thinking of it is because of the status resistance on the Ursa, right?
So that's
because
one of those
it speeds it up.
But it doesn't
speeds
reduce
it up, but
the
you get all the max damage. But he also has the 80% damage reduction. So it's basically just going to be like kind of the same, I feel like, like he's going to take way more damage with Fiend's Grip, but with the reduction, then it's not going to be that impactful. So it should be fine.
Turns Fiend's Grip into a regular stun.
Yeah, kind of.
Got
it. Kind of funny. It's always weird the status resistance, like some of those abilities, right? It's kind of like the Phoenix too, where you take a lot of the burn, but with the reduction on Ursa, it helps kind of mitigate that, quote unquote downside to status resistance.
Sure, absolutely. Alrighty, NIP final ban. This is kind of a tough one to call. I don't know what Nico wants this game, and of course they will be able to react.
I mean, when I think Nico Baby, I think Morphling, pretty annoying. Faces Void and Slark he likes, but with the Ursa,
does Ursa kind of stomp Slark? Is that not a good matchup?
It completely depends on your own team's control, right?
Gotcha. All right.
And as well as the saves on the side of Alliance. I would say this game that Slark would probably be okay, but I don't know if he'd be like my first thought.
Slark Morphling were the first two that came to mind for me.
Yeah, Morphling stands out, but I'd like to see the last hero first.
Yeah. So what do we ban, though? Maybe just a comfort pick. If for whatever reason you really don't want to play against that Weaver again, that might be something Alliance are considering.
That would be fine. Weaver's pretty annoying versus Ursa, right?
Yeah.
Kind of the same as the Slark in terms of like the control.
Yeah. And they take out the PL.
Oh, yeah, the one we mentioned before with the clock. I kind of forgot we even talked about that. Oh, well, there you go. Also a very good counter to Arc Warden. So
yes.
the double value there.
Arc Warden. Well, the most mysterious hero in Dota 2. He is the alien that was dropped off in the Dota 2 universe, and we still don't know much about Arc Warden, but...
They did not have a lot of time here. I think they're just going to Weaver or Razor, maybe.
What is the go-to against Arc Warden? Is there a counter
It's PL.
Okay, just PL. Yeah, that's a good suggestion.
I mean, that's one that just immediately jumps up.
They take them all. All right.
Okay.
So they stay within the comfort zone. I think that's smart. Hard draft to read, but it looks like a damn good Arc Warden game.
Well, there is still Axe, and Kaga. I wouldn't say it's like a crazy good Arc Warden game. Because when I think like the best Arc Warden games are like Drow lineups, right? That's like peak Arc Warden. You know, you're split pushing a little. They're trying to come in and take your towers for free. You're putting down the bubble. Like a lot of their damage, at least, is in your face. Speaking of face, what is up with Bane? That cosmetic looks like a Teletubby or something. What's going on with his head?
I don't know. I have no idea what cosmetic this is. It's like you look like a unicorn or something. He's digging to the center of the earth on this thing.
5 seconds remaining.
Arc Warden, man. He's a hard hitter. You always get that sweet cosmetic with the dragons, though.
Yeah.
So
he looks dope. There's no questioning the cosmetics game. He's got a badass model just in general. Yet I think I like this NIP lineup a little bit better. This is a really hard draft to read. Probably Battle Fury for Ursa this game. NIP, both teams have some greed. And Alliance have pretty solid creep clear. They should be able to handle split push from the Tempest double. Like, how's Morphling versus Ursa? What's this carry matchup go like? Because if Morphling goes E-Blade, that sounds really annoying versus Ursa. You know, you want shotgun anyway, but just having E-Blade is a great utility against an Ursa-esque hero.
But at the same time, Ursa also counters a lot of those things that Morphling likes to do in terms of, like, kind of playing around with you and teasing you deeper, right? Like, he just keeps stacking the swipes and stuff. So that's why I say it's so dependent on, like, the allies that are around. Because Ursa's not, like, a particularly amazing morph either. Like, turning into Ursa isn't that great. It's kind of cool with, like, the jump and stuff.
It's better than it used to be, that's for sure. But
yeah, that's true.
You're like a discount Ember Spirit, though.
With the, I mean, what you can do is you can turn into the Ursa. You can jump. You can activate your overpower and swap back. So, like, it's good, but it's not like, I wouldn't say it's like top tier level of like Gyro. You know what I mean? But still definitely decent.
Well, Supreme, he is a Silver Arc Warden. This man is dirty. This man has ruined pubs. That is a badass cosmetic, dude.
The dragon?
He looks so cool. He looks like an alien Khaleesi.
It makes little dragons, eh?
Dude.
What
is this from? How old is this cosmetic?
It's pretty
set?
recent.
Okay.
The set is older. I think the Spark Wraiths are just individual, aren't they?
I'm not an Arc Warden player, nor do I see him regularly, so.
Cool
I always
cat.
thought he was cool. Can you teach me how to play Arc Warden, Trent?
It's the Wraith Binder. No, I have not dared delve that way.
Is Magnetic Field still busted? I know there was something where it's like if you put this on buildings, MKB doesn't work on buildings, so Magnetic Field is essentially uncounterable when it comes to defending high ground, aside from just walking into the bubble. That mechanic still stands.
Yep. Pretty obnoxious.
It is. It really is. What's the uptime on that bubble? The Magnetic Field?
It's got a decent downtime, but you have to remember there's two.
Oh,
so it lasts for 6.5, 20-second cooldown, but when you have your clone, then you're stacking that on top of each other.
13 out of 20. That's pretty good uptime. That ain't bad. Alrighty, 3 bounty runes. Nope, 2 bounty runes. Colorblindness strikes again.
Also, all right, guys, he can't help it. Leave
also,
it alone.
reading comprehension. But you know what throws me off is that the bounty text is in orange, and it's the same orange as Saberlight's color. That bounty text needs to be a different color. It should be unique from all of the hero colors, Trent. But I digress.
Yeah, I can't tell if it's slightly different. I feel like it might be.
Well,
but I'm really bad at differentiating colors.
Welcome to the club,
Not
buddy.
great at my skill set. Oh, nice. You were there from Sineko. So Ursa Snapfire lane. This was one of the ones that popped up a little bit when the hero first appeared because everyone was like, "Hey, cookie, bear stuff seems pretty good."
Yeah, it reminds you a little bit of like what Grimstroke Ursa likes to do. A little bit different, maybe a bit more diverse, but turns out bears do like cookies. I didn't know that, but
they got a honey base. These Fire Snap ones, you know.
I see. So Phoenix Axe going to be that off lane for Alliance. Supreme versus Limp mid. It's going to be a pirate versus an alien. I have no clue how this matchup goes. I imagine pretty good for Arc Warden. Melee hero. He does need to ramp up a little bit. First couple levels will be good for the Kunkka.
Arcwarden kind of reminds me of TA, where it's like, I mean, I guess TA, everyone kind of knows how they're supposed to play with like the damage spells and stuff, but even occasionally you still get like majorly outplayed in ways you shouldn't. And I feel like Arcwarden can do a lot of the same stuff with the Wraith, where he can just place in these spots that just get like so aggravating and annoying that you eventually like tilt yourself out of it as they take down the low armor Phoenix. Just one ring of protection this game just gets worked by the Ursa.
Yeah, not a fun matchup. And haven't even looked at this top lane yet, but Saberlight completely repelled, forced to salve from the pressure of the Bane, which means Nico has a pretty safe lane to get things started.
But Supreme probably just going to do triple Wraith into Necro. Seems to be the way to go these days.
What's the mechanic with Arcwarden and Rapier these days?
I think the clone just doesn't get it, right?
Oh, wow, that's a big nerf. I know it used to be busted. The clone just got all the damage with none of the risk of dropping the Rapier.
Yeah, that was the main problem.
That was dumb, but the clone just straight up gets nothing. Wow, S4 down bottom. Cookie going to stun him up. Charlie, attack speed slow, but they might still be able to find this. Hanskin doing a great job slowing them down, but Charlie jumps forward. Meanwhile, FNG does go down in the top lane. Hanskin still being chased. A scatter blast to slow him down. And Charlie has one more pounce. Earth Shock to find the kill.
Yeah, he doesn't get gem or rapier. He won't get any item that drops on death now. That was the change. Kind of makes sense. You know, that's sort of part of the
Wait,
item,
I'm sorry,
you
say
know?
that again?
He doesn't get any item that drops on death.
Oh, so
he
he
doesn't get gem or rapier.
Just can't.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I think a little bit too good. But
Arcwarden was stupid for a while. S4 down bottom is trying to grab this creep wave. Seneko racking up some denies here.
yeah, the power of the axe.
Like he gets the root. That was a pretty sweet rage creep deny there.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't get more of them, I guess. I guess he didn't get the aggro, but this is one of the benefits of axe. Even if you pick him early, you can always just dodge the lane. They're going in on Snako again, forcing that dive.
S4 wanted that courier, but couldn't get there in time. Oh, the
and
courier
S4
comes back. Charlie, is it a great bait? S4 in deep. Now Charlie might be able to finish him off. No, the creeps path block him.
Oh, that was sick. Oh, he could. He's looking at this little shredder. He's like, oh, I just hit level 3. But yeah, he does not risk it. Just wants the second point to scatter blast first.
Lil Shredder. That's a great spell name.
Yeah, that spell has been nerfed to a whole lot of nothing.
I mean, another one that I remember the debut of Snapfire. I remember feeling tanky until Snapfire showed up to the fight.
Yeah. Now I'm probably just gonna see the 1 point for a while, I would guess, on the shredder once the egg comes out. That'll be it.
Yeah, it is nice though that they were able to pick the Snapfire in a synergistic lane combo and also as a counter pick to the Phoenix.
Some of our mid Limp having a fine old time. Has to spend a little bit in terms of his regen and whatnot, but now he's up to the bottle and the bracers, so he's so tanky. Like,
Sure is.
he also did get the rune too, so that's obviously going to help a lot in terms of this matchup.
He's so tanky and he hits so damn hard. One bracer, 79 plus 2 right now. Of course, Quelling Blade on top of that. FNG only level 2 on the Bane up top, but Nico Baby having a pretty good lane ahead of the Ursa right now. Hear an X. I hear a boat. They're in on the Arc Warden. Limp winning this lane has an XP advantage, but there are rotations. A little cookie for you.
Oh, that was nice.
That's a pretty nice combo with the Clockwork. Does not have power cogs right now. Hanskin
Yeah,
also here.
Arc did not stick around for any potential plays.
Torrent hits Seneko. Ooh, the uphill miss. Gonna have to burn an Icarus dive. Does knock off the salve. I don't know if it'll be enough for the kill, though. Now Hanskin and Limp about to be punished. NIP find 1. And I think it's going to be 2. Hanskin brought down by the Clockwork.
I wonder if they thought Supreme went all the way back to base or something there. It's, same time up top.
Saberlight falls.
They got the 2 points brain sap. Gave him the suck.
Gave him the adaptive. All right. Well, despite losing the Kunkka, that kill on the Quap is enough to maintain Alliance's very small gold lead.
We're still on the run down here. It's like every time I see him, he's just running away from creeps.
Good TP.
That might not even push out. They're going to catch it in time. Oh, no. Ursa didn't go for it.
Nico Baby, the leading farmer. This is the dream start for a Morphling, pretty much.
And Saberlight looking like a off-lane Queen of Pain, too, here. Just been, with the rotation of the Clockwork, kind of clinging near the bottom of the cores alongside S4's axe.
Okay, mid lane. It's a level 7 Supreme. Boat from Limp comes out. This is one of the more obnoxious parts of the Arc Warden. And doesn't continue spamming the Spark Wraiths. I guess a little bit low on mana. But even a victory just to force like a defensive boat out of Limp.
Up top, they know Era's here. They had the Observer Ward that he ran through coming up and in. So they think that they might be covered. They even tried to de-ward it because they noticed how they moved when Era came up, but that ward's just too far off to the left-hand side. Keeping FNG safe here as they try and pressure Nico Baby. Meanwhile, we're watching that attempt.
Hanskin
We'll get a
dies
kill down bottom.
Caught by the Ursa.
Nico Baby's going to run right into Era.
Well, starts morphing immediately. FNG took a dagger.
You can see, though, how Era knows. Like, yeah, he's at 100 HP. It does not matter. I am not going to kill this guy, right?
I think Era has played a fair amount of Morphling games himself, so he knows that trap well.
He's got a set, you know.
Yeah. Remember, Era used to play core for 8 years.
Era tiny. Good
And
stuff. Oh, can't get the hop down bottom to cancel
think
the TP.
even in the Han days.
Well, what do you think about that? Well, they tried to cancel the TV down bottom with a cookie. Meanwhile, there's a ward over here spotting that camp, and they gave him the flare.
Well, that'll do
take
it.
that.
We saw that same thing yesterday with the Pango. Just under that vision, gets the tipper. Limp able to walk away mid, so they'll survive. Well done by Era. I think even back to the Heroes of New Earth days, though, Era only played carry. So he is still comparatively new on the support role.
Bring back Fada. Where's Fada, man? I need to see some Fada gameplay. Speaking of people who did a good job transitioning to support.
Is Fada teamless right now?
I think so. Unless I'm unaware of something. Which
Was
very
his last
likely.
update? He was on Alliance, right? And then he got removed for
With
this
3-3.
recent squad. Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of shocking.
Yeah, I remember that. We were all kind of, oh.
So far, so good, though, because they're winning this series. So
They sure are.
life moves on for Alliance. The wins continue. Bit of a slump right now, but they're already one game back towards the W's. And the 10-minute bounty, or outpost, rather.
Charlie comes back in. Pretty good
He
damage
still has
on the
Cookie.
Limp.
Give him the cookie.
This is a little scary, potentially. Boat does fly through. Another pretty defensive. Seneko gets chopped by S4.
Oh,
and
Charlie.
meanwhile, in the top lane,
They stole the outpost, so there was no XP there for Alliance.
all right, maybe worth the death. Supreme rotating up along with Saberlight, trying to put some pressure on the Nico Baby. Eight to 2. Small lead for Alliance. Down bottom, S4 initiated on again. Now level 7. Gets off the taunt, but Charlie is here. Still no points in the overpower, but more than enough damage to bring down the tanky axe. Pretty chaotic lanes right now. Looks like there's damage being traded everywhere. Fiend script now up top. They want this Queen of Pain. FNG from Fog. Chilling in the trees.
You can tell why Limp is so high in the leaderboards, though, with he's getting so much farm out of this mid lane, like not even rotating his Kunkka. He's just abusing the jungle right now.
79 and 11.
Thinking about the Halberd first versus the Arc Warden and the Ursa. Makes sense.
Sounds good.
That bonus duration.
A great value item on the Admiral. All right, here's the initiation, though. Cookie, Ursa's got the full belly as FNG gets destroyed by the Arc Warden. Limp getting initiated on, will survive for now. Heal up from the Sunray. Seneko taking pretty heavy damage. Tempest doubled down, but Alliance only lose their Bane. It's just a quick one for nil. The moment where Arc Warden is peeking a little bit. You saw how fast that Bane died.
Yeah, not surprising they want to hold this mid tower, but I don't know if they can.
It's a
Losing
tough
this
one.
versus Arc Warden seems pretty awful, though.
Nico Baby surviving for now. It's a pretty slow siege on this tower, but they've still got the siege creep, so that'll help him out.
Hey, FNG.
Nice
hits the
deny.
deny, though.
Very nice.
Is under attack.
Making the best out of a bad situation, that's for sure. S4 just farming that whole time. Actually almost gets the tower down bottom. Pretty darn close to a trade. And now some progress towards his blink, but he needs to get out of dodge. Era's a coming. Not yet level 6, though. No hook shot.
And Nico Baby, though, now just going to kind of play the mid lane and maybe go back and forth with the farming.
Dire's top tower.
Bit rough losing that mid tower just because like the way the clone is gonna be moving around from here and up in, like might be seeing a lot of smokes into this area too if they try and hold it at all.
Ursa not going Battle Fury. He actually stopped off for drums and now straight into Basher. So going for these early value items.
I think with an Arc Warden that kind of makes sense, right? Like
Yeah.
you know he's gonna be doing the big carrying. And Supreme actually might skip over his Necro. Usually I've seen him go for the Necro 1, then into the Mjolnir and everything, but maybe just feels like he's kind of into the jungle right now anyway and doing fine.
Yep, already working on that Mjolnir even.
Maybe also Necro into Axe Kunkka doesn't feel quite as important.
Potentially, though, we've seen the Necro be such a key tool just for farming. You know, tanking camps,
yeah, it's
pushing out
definitely a
waves.
primary farming item. There's no doubt.
That,
Radiant's middle tower is
I don't
under
know.
attack.
I'm a little surprised as well. S4 repelled, Saberlight. All right, things slowing down a little bit. Both teams focusing on farm. 10-3, but it's Alliance that have been farming better.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Kunkka's actually pretty far ahead of the Arc Warden, about 1K net worth right now. There's no
Yeah, he's-
slowing down Limp.
Not risking it by going for kills and like putting his net worth on pickoffs, like a lot of Kunkka players end up doing, which makes sense because usually that's kind of like the role of the hero. But it seems that NIP are so laid back with this lineup, like they don't really have the ability to
Radiant's top tower
go
is
much
under
further than tier 1 towers right now. Like it's not the best lineup for smoking. They definitely could, I think, with like the Queen of Pain and the Clockwork and the Snapfire, but they just got the level 6s, so we'll probably see them get a little bit more active now.
Okay, there's the
As I
smoke.
say that, they're gonna send Limp too.
On the hunt we go. NIP with a couple heroes grouped up in the top lane. They are ready to intercept. No Queen of Pain and no Axe for this little skirmish. There's that combo. Starts off onto Charlie.
FNG finds a nice nightmare as Era was looking for the initiation.
That is a 6 clockwork now. Hook shot. Womp.
FNG styling. Gets the tower denied. Sidesteps the hook shot.
Cancels the TP.
We'll just go 2 for 2.
Dire's
Saberlight didn't
top
want to
tower
go
is
aggressive for the bounty run on the side of Alliance.
Dire's structures are fortified.
I think Alliance probably
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
okay to take a slightly more passive turn, waiting for that E-Blade to come out. 1,500 gold to go on Nico Baby.
Oh, they're just going to lose another tower, though.
Got that tier 1 down bottom finished off at least. And I think you're right.
They're losing this
Oh,
roast
mid.
control versus Ursa.
This is the same setup we saw up top. FNG from the trees. Fiend's Grip for the kill. Big time TP rotations. They want this counter kill.
They
onto
went for Nico Baby instead. They could have had FNG. I'm sure they knew it.
This is going to be a tough kill. Mortimer kisses. They tickle.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
2K favor now for Alliance.
Yeah, FNG managing to get out. Kind of unbelievable, frankly. That you don't get punished for doing that on the tower.
Multiple kills on this Quap.
I can't believe Limp is still 0-1-1. Such a weird scoreline for a Kunkka.
Top. Little fight breaking out here. Era going in onto Han's skin. Now surrounded.
He's going to have to hook the neutrals if he wants out of here. Oh, he goes for the lane instead.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be enough, unfortunately.
If he went back, I thought he was going to go this way, but he would have just hit the Bane anyway, so.
This Queen of Pain really struggling. 1,000 behind the axe, and even the Phoenix starting to nip at his heels in terms of farm. S4 mid lane does get a good catch onto this Arc Warden. Both follows through, and they get Supreme. It's a great jump. Saberlight also X'd up. He's going to be in trouble here. Blink not available. Hanskin does end up going down. That Tempest double is still alive. They killed the real Supreme, but now Saberlight gets finished off by FNG. S4 left behind.
Oh, no Snapfire cookie, though. Can't catch Limp.
Caught by the scatter blast, and yeah, the Admiral walks away. And that was, I think, pretty much 4v5, right? This Morphling's just up top farming. So a 2 for 2, but I would say that benefits Alliance. Also just slowing down the momentum of the Arc Warden. Not a hero you want to die with at this stage.
Yeah, we'll probably see NIP relax a little in terms of like this sort of aggression into the fights. They just want to take this whole area up here, ward it up, and try and sneak a Roche with this Ursa. But once he is the basher, then they can just kind of win any fight if he gets a good bash.
Trent, can I say this hide playground thing? Why does the little button to show the playground cover the net worth tab? I want to hide this thing and look at my net worth numbers, and now it's covered. Why doesn't it just go down here?
Why don't you just show it and mute it?
Well, because then it's in the middle of my screen, and then I can't see what I'm looking at.
I mean, I can tell you why, because usually it's just for when you're playing Dota, and there's not usually a big net worth bar there.
Well, yeah, but you're telling me Valve didn't think about the spectators when they made this?
Hey, did you lose that little ability to click on everyone and see their stuff, by the way, up top? Because I don't see that anymore. Like, everyone's, like, magic and stuff.
What do you mean? Oh!
Remember our net worth bar was a little lower?
That is
and we
gone.
could see all of it? Yeah.
Was that? I guess that was intended just for playing, not for watching.
Yeah, I guess they patched that one out.
I thought it was intentional. Like,
well, considering it moved the net worth down, I kind of thought it was too.
Huh. Yeah, you're right.
Unless that's server related, which is possible.
True. Kind of like how we saw Dota prediction, the Dota plus win probability. It's just punching itself in the face. Yeah, it's working today.
Hanging out around the middle. I would agree. I think the Roche, as per usual, in Dota, especially in pro matches, is going to help determine a lot of how this goes. Just not only because it forces this big 5v5 clash, but you're able to move it into the next objective. Wait! Go wait!
Please.
Oh, baby.
Please don't.
Thrust his arm from the grave and said, "Stop, Limp. Don't let them go." Not ready?
Trent, this coffee's running right through me. How long you think this pause is going to be?
Oh, jeez. Just go.
All right, I'm going for it.
I'll help the people.
Camera's mid.
Put it on the Ursa, though. I hope he targeted you guys on the Ursa. This is what happens. See, he gets all overexcited because he talks the whole time during the commercial break, so he doesn't go use the bathroom, and then he has to pee in the middle of the game. You know, you got to be a wise caster, much like a wise traveler. You got to, every time you see a bathroom when you're on the road, guys, you got to go for it, all right? You don't want to be stuck when next exit 200 miles and you got to pee. You don't want to be that guy on the side of the road everyone laughs at. Ha! He's not a wise traveler, they say to themselves, mocking you as they drive on by, exhaust fumes in your hair, then you stink, you're back in the car, it causes a fight, your whole relationship falls apart. Just be a wise traveler, all right? Don't ruin your life. Now, where did he put you guys? See if I can find your little camera.
Oh, no, I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Wait, who did you have them following?
When I came back, it was still on Ursa. It was kind of centered mid.
All right, nothing happened. Don't worry. It's fine. You did excellent work.
Perfect. And just in time for the Roshan. Oh, I feel so much better.
That actually having to be while casting is like the worst thing. But there's the E-Blade. Perhaps they could find a fight. Now, the last time I said, there's no way Alliance can fight this. I don't think they should, and then they won the entire game off of it. Unfortunately, the same case won't happen here. They have a courier nearby, but it can't pick up the Aegis, unfortunately, nor deny it. That would be pretty wild.
Basher out on the Ursa. So, alongside the E-Blade, 2 big items. And Aegis in the hands of Charlie. Your Admiral is on board.
Ball coming out now. Let me see these items. What do we got?
Vambrace.
Essence Ring, Implov, Vambrace. Oh, yeah.
I like the Vambrace. That's a real feel-good tier 2 item.
All right, Era's got the ping. Dead. There's an axe here. Now they see the Bane, so he knows there's at least 2 heroes. He probably thinks there's a lot more. Smoke pops.
Oh!
Swing and a miss.
Charlie's still in, though. He finds S4, and this might still be a kill. Does have some support nearby. The Torrent helping him out. Ursa, double jumps, somersaults all over, but the disarm, the X, Kunkka putting the bear to rest. S4, unfortunately, will still be left behind, but they tried. They really tried.
I like this gymnastic tumbling Ursa. It's very exciting.
Cookies, barrel rolls. He's pretty mobile.
I don't remember if I got that taunt. If I have that taunt, I need to go play some Ursa. I don't think I ever did. Oh my god, I did get it. Unfortunately, Nico Baby doesn't have it. I think the Ursa taunt is right up there with the Luna Meow taunt. The big, he has symbols and he rides a unicycle like a circus bear. I mean, come on. I remember it has a really obnoxious sound too, so it's probably for the best that.
I've definitely
doesn't have
seen it before, but I'm having trouble remembering what the sound is.
I just can't believe this Bane one, the one with the cheeses that F&G has. Like what? I still have not been explained what it means.
Why isn't he spamming it?
I don't know. He was earlier.
Hook
Oh,
shot.
nice hook. But maybe
Connects.
the bash.
It's a good sleep. Woken up by Saberlight. Nico Baby maybe in some trouble here. S4 jumps in, tries to save his comrade. NIP with a full squad. A nice Sonic Wave gets S4. It's also going to find FNG. NIP get 2 for their troubles. And Alliance, their response seems to be split push. Limp is up top. And mid lane was Hanskin.
Radiant's top tower
Yeah,
is
nice
under
morph there from Nico Baby to get out, transform into the Queen, and just back it off. That's it. Yeah, just shoving out mid and top. I guess probably the best thing you can do, right, in terms of dealing with the Aegis right now. They can take a fight with their halberd on the Kunkka, but they don't want to do it into the Aegis because it's just going to be such a low percentage opportunity.
This lead evaporating for Alliance, now down to only 1,000 favor.
They got the net on Hanskin. That's one of the better items on Phoenix, I feel. You just like go in, you net, and you egg.
Yep. Handful of heroes that don't feel that punishment from the clumsy net the same way others do. That is a dire scan, so aware that there could be a trap on the high ground here.
Nice.
Forge goes right in, beautifully done. But who's got the follow-up? Bane with a Fiend script. Now the boat's coming in. Supreme's gone down first. S4 survives with a great hook shot onto the back line. It's Alliance's fight so far, but it's not done yet. S4 going to fall second. FNG goes down. The Morphling zips across, and now it's actually shifted. NIP have the advantage. Looking for more cleanup kills. A cookie forward. Limp still pretty healthy. Charlie could be in trouble. Has the Aegis, though. Don't forget, Seneko caught by
E-Blade, too.
the waveform combo. And old Shally here. That's going to be the end of the
this
Aegis.
time's out, right?
No!
On!
That was
You've
perfect!
gotta be kidding me.
That was perfect! Charlie is just going to die. He's got no option. Saberlight's standing there like, bud, I don't think I can save you here. He pops the ultimate, but there's another X, and the bear will get turned into a rug.
Oh, come on. That was too good.
That was like frame perfect, dude. I thought it was going to
Hanskin's
miss.
gonna be so happy. That was unbelievable. Especially because he even used it to burn the last HP while he was ghosted.
Right.
From the E-Blade. And that all started because of that ward up on the high ground, right? Like, that gave S4 the opportunity for that jump. Maybe they weren't expecting there's going to be so much follow-up there, which is why he went, like, so aggressively. But in the end, clearly it works out.
It looked a little back and forth for a moment there, as there was a really good counter initiation from the Snapfire. She got a stun on like 2 or 3 heroes. It was a good hook shot in the back line, but again, FNG with the Fiend script, man. He is sneaky with this Bane.
I got to check when that happened. That was too good.
Like, that didn't even look like a .1. That actually just looked instant. Ursa looking at BKB now. I think Hurricane Pike going to be coming out for Arc Warden. Looking at a Dragonlance first, of course. Hook shot. Finds him. Era again. Great initiation, and they've
Revenge
got the
of
stun lock.
Charlie.
Oh, they almost turn on to Era, though. Shotgun not quite enough. But Bane's there with the finisher. Now Charlie pressing forward, put to sleep. That'll be the end of the Enrage. Sorsa might need to be careful. Fiend Script sets it up onto Saberlight again. FNG does have to pay with his life. Buyback on FNG. They want to keep this fight going. Charlie again by himself. His team can't get there to help him out. And he's going to be left behind. Another dunk for S4. E-Blade into the axe. She's a layup, Trent.
Another one. Thought they had the free pick, but with the buyback, I'm gonna try and keep the chase going on to Seneko.
A real Pog moment.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
I just watched the replay of that supernova, and I got all hot
Oh,
and
did ya?
bothered all over again, bud.
Yeah, I was actually just looking at the combat log, and I don't even understand. He got the stun debuff like instantly. I have to look at it again later. Then you have time to digest it, but that's unbelievable.
Like, we often joke about, man, I want to see that fight again in slow motion. I'd like to see that one in the
Maybe the ultra
SFM.
slow.
Yeah, the ultra slow.
But there's no time. There's more Dota to be had.
You're not wrong. Supreme. Oh, the Tempest double dies. Hook shot misses.
This feels like a perfect game for the Torrent Storm. This item is just growing on me so much. I remember I was casting with the cost the first time I saw this. I was like, is this like, is this good? A lot of Kunkka players doing this? And he was talking about how, like, in a lot of his pubs, he's been seeing an attacker was starting to go for it. And there's some games, like, when they don't want to buy BKBs, it is so gross. It's just, like, Ursa's going for it, but until he has it, it's just so hard to play a team fight.
It's just such a weird spell where it's so big and so random, but also so easy to use. Like, it's pretty mindless for the Kunkka player. You hit the button and the whole screen just explodes around you. Egg up top. Have to walk away here to get off the Fire Spirits. Yeah, I agree. It's been growing on me as well. I don't think we've seen a game where he's gotten it and we've been like, oh, that didn't do anything.
There's something to be said about randomness versus pro players, too. Like, the unpredictability, like, they're just, like, so robotic sometimes in terms of how they react to stuff because they just know how you're going to play.
FNG, though, Fiend Script turned back the other way. Look at this guy. Hook shot will connect, but S4 and Limp are there to try and follow up. And Rage is already down. Mortimer Kiss is coming out. The magnetic field is there. Hanskin trying to burn down Charlie. It's going to be close, and they will find it. Nico Baby joins the party, but a quick buyback. The Clockwork in the back line is getting
time
isolated.
to get out of there.
He should go down. Nico doing the same thing the other way, battling with Supreme over the magnetic field. Nico needs to be a little bit careful. He's still trying to battle this, and he gets put to rest. That was oddly aggro. It's also going to pull S4 in. He's going to get punished. A little bit of save your buddy syndrome here. Limp also going to be left behind. Remember, that was a buyback from the Ursa, so not as convincing as it looks right now, but still a big win for NIP.
That was awful. I don't know why they went back in for that. I thought when the Ursa bought back, I looked at Nico Bay. I was like, all right, he's got waveform. Like, I figured they were just going to get out.
Reset, run, take the buyback and run. I mean, even with Ursa getting his cleanup kills, he was still minus 350.
What's would be really bad is if they spot this Roche first, and they have a Wraith in there. I'm not sure the duration on it right now. But it's a very early Roche, and they actually won't have their heroes back in time. Oh, and Charlie's so close, too. But there's the Dire. All right, there they go. They know.
Immediately.
Yeah,
dude.
Charlie instantly. Hello.
Okay.
They just lost Aegis Cheese. S4 is going to just throw his body in.
18 seconds on the Kunkka. They kill the courier, so they know that the Dire knows.
Oh, man, this is such terrible timing for Alliance.
This is a little bit unlucky.
All right, S4.
S4 going to make the play. They find him. They saw it coming. They get Aegis on Charlie. Cheese picked up. Now S4, no man's land. BKB on. Sidesteps a hook shot. Gets off a call. Does have some reinforcements now. Nico Baby on the high ground. Looks like S4 is going to be able to
Don't want to be dragged into this fight, though.
That was an aggressive blink forward from Saberlight. Nico was just ready and waiting. Mortimer Kisses does get that S4 kill, but it's not for free as NIP were hoping.
At least they get a fair trade fighting into Aegis. Like, that was pretty much the best thing they could hope for as Alliance, I would say.
Yeah. And all this time, the Arc Warden is starting to accelerate, Trent. His BKB is on the way. Already has the Dragonlance and Cheese now. He's #1 on net worth.
Finds a sliver for his troubles as well. With the plus, was it 16% base attack damage? Yeah, that's pretty good.
Very solid. And a Scotty queued up for the Morphling.
Wasn't this item 22% when it dropped? Am I crazy?
I think it was more than that. It might have been even 25.
I think it was 22. I think it was ridiculous.
Fiend's Grip on Charlie. Enrage. It's done. That's the Aegis. This was a nice little rotation, but now they got to fight him again. Arrow with the hook shot does find the back line. They've already used the Fiend's Grip. Don't forget, Torrent Storm, though, destroying this Ursa right now. Charlie, he's underwater. Nice Sonic Wave. Connects on most of them. Does finish off FNG. There's the egg. Countered completely. Saniko finishes off Hunskin and also Limp. Put down. That's a 3-for-1 plus Aegis.
Nice job, Saneko. Gets the cookie, gets the kill on the egg, and maybe still has Manta.
Oh!
Oh, okay.
Oh!
His Yules was just coming back. I think he might have thought he'd have it in time.
And S4, now he's going to have to BKB. He's on the run. No TP. I guess 4 might be dead here. Rocket Flare. Clumsy net. Hook shot. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, with the cosmetic on the Queen of Pain, it almost looked like a Lotus Orb type thing. Like she threw the dagger and then the E-Blade came right back. It looked weird for a moment there. I like the Scotty on Nico Baby. Beef up, get the slow. Ursa does not like playing against slows.
Charlie needs his BKB. He bought back what slowed him down. Now he's dying again, but that Torrent Storm just destroyed him.
Yeah, it really did.
And we hit the tier 3s. More of them started to come out. Telescope and Quiver. Now found out by Nico Baby here. Telescope for a Bane. Good. Time to get rid of that Keen Optic.
Twitch chat's being very mean to Saberlight this game.
Who is chat?
Twitch chat, yes.
Oh, that doesn't sound like Twitch chat.
He's been having a rough one. I think I was watching that aggressive blink up top and then seeing him get insta-gived as soon as he blinks in. Those are the moments you go, ooh.
Twice in a row.
Ooh, yeah, that hurts a little bit. Come on, dog.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. Someone else has the front line. It can't all be the 4 other heroes.
It's going to happen. They have a lot of catch on Alliance. So, honestly, that kind of stuff is going to happen. It's going to make him look worse than he is. I think FNG has had Saberlight's number this entire game.
I'm sure he would agree that he made a couple boo-boos, though.
A blunder, if you will.
Yeah. But, you know, just like my son says when I put a Band-Aid on, he says, bye-bye, boo-boo. They were like, you can turn it around, too.
Boo-boo gone.
Bye-bye, boo-boo. He says bye-bye to everything.
That's pretty good.
As we leave the house, it's bye-bye to every single toy. You know what? He won't say the word hi. He just doesn't say hello to people. He doesn't really recognize it as a concept. He'll do anything else.
A natural introvert.
Yeah.
A young man after my own heart.
Just bye.
You're
just
raising
him
him well.
Out of my house.
See you later. Don't come back. This is my castle.
Yeah, he loves bye. Bye's great.
That's fantastic.
S4. They're trying to scout out this mid lane. Smell some bear. Huh? Oh, yeah.
It's hunting time. Now, is there going to be some follow-up?
The team? Anyone else?
Okay.
All right, guys, I tested the waters. They are indeed in the mid lane. I can confirm the TPs are complete. Let's get the hell out of here.
Confirmed. Ursa's ult is on cooldown for another 20 seconds.
He's got a BKB. S4's fearless.
He is fearless. He was going to go for that blade mail, but decided he wanted the magic immunity first and still thinking about the return. Nico now very close to the Scotty, and this is actually a pretty big item on the Bane. He's already been getting 6
Can you
Fiend's
highlight
grips.
this Fiend's grip, please?
Woo! Dude, FNG is just going to be sitting in fog for the rest of the game.
He has Telescope, Aether, and the Talent. That's not even the full range. I'm pretty sure that's one of the spells where it doesn't show for some reason. It is definitely further than that.
That's pretty insane.
I can almost guarantee. Because he's getting plus, I don't even know, what, 375, 500 range.
There's some heroes where like Aether just kind of feels like a marginal upgrade, and there's other heroes like Bane that it's almost like his version of a Blink Dagger. You know, having that kind of reach with this lockdown is so deadly. Easy to underestimate as well. Things quieting down a little bit. Gold graph is very even. Alliance had this pretty solid lead that has now expired, and we're back to 50-50. Dota Plus has actually given it back to NIP 55-45. Very tight game as Saberlight gets close to those Guardian Greaves.
Man, did they ever get saved by that Roche timing, though? I think this game was going to be so much worse for them if they had their heroes back. Side of Alliance when that came up. I know we were talking earlier about Penance. Look at that, 193 for Alliance. Whew.
Yeah.
Got even more going on.
The
That
fans
keeps
are
going up.
representing. Shout out
195.
Shout out to you, Dota TV listeners. Battle over the double damage rune. Charlie going to pick it up. Fiend's Grip onto the Clockwork. Nico Baby finds that first kill, but Charlie is going in deep. He wants to bring the hurt. A nice defensive nightmare on the back. That's going to be a Phoenix Egg. They'll catch Saberlight again. The burst damage is there, and they've got 2. The double damage isn't enough. The Tempest double gets left behind. They'll be able to finish that off, get a little bounty for it.
Oh, they got him.
S4 died. Okay. Even better for NIP than expected. Still not
Didn't
a
wanna
good fight,
pop his
but
BKB, I guess.
they get a free axe kill.
He took 1,000 magic damage at the end there. He was just getting procced on the Mjolnir. Maybe wasn't expecting to take that much.
Procs on procs, bud.
Yeah, but that was the first fight with the BKB. I would say that was not a great showing from NIP because they've been waiting for that for a while. They've been camping. Charlie mid, he's just sitting there on the wave and holding the high ground with Saneko. Yeah, and a DD and still not able to do it. So not a great sign moving forward. They also didn't get the instant bash after the hook shot onto Nico Baby. He got the hook shot right into a Manta dodge right after, so...
We're going to need you to work on that, Charlie. Hook shot
yeah,
now.
hit that bash button.
Onto FNG. See if he can find the bash here. He jumps in, and there it is. Secures the kill.
Good boy.
Boy. Pat that bear on the back. When are we getting the Alpine Ursa re-release? I feel like that's just a matter of time.
That would crash the market.
Is that going to be
not
TI-11?
fair.
Is that like an Immortal 3 treasure to get that last push for this prize pool?
Never coming back. You
Never
can get it from that one chest that drops every once in a while, right?
Never say never, Trent. Yeah, it's
I say
stupidly
never.
rare.
Up top.
All right, they're going to find Saneko. Trent, Valve are capitalists, okay? Supreme, get a BKB, the Tempest double! Will make no difference.
Wowzers. Incredible.
Although I guess the way the marketplace works, if Alpine Ursa sets just keep selling, Valve gets a percentage. So
exactly.
They're winning from the recycling of sets just being moved around.
It's amazing when you control the entire ecosystem.
A little percentage here, a little percentage there. Daddy Gavin doing fine. Still a very exciting game here, though. Both teams continuing to farm well. Morphling is pulling ahead, though.
Yeah,
and that is my big concern. I think eventually they're going to have trouble answering Nico Baby. Now he's got the 2 waveform charges as well. He's level 25.
He also has the help of the BKB on Limp. This has been a long time coming. And he started out really fast with the Halberd, and then even the Ags was at a decent timing. But since then, it's been a pretty slow build-up to the BKB because a lot of the farmers being stacked on Nico Baby instead. So he really needs this 10-seconder.
Tier 2 up top, goes down uncontested. Tier 4 items now coming
Okay,
out.
what the heck was that luck?
Spell Prism,
I mean,
Magic
I know it's
Lamp,
Ancients, but damn.
and Prince's Knife.
Oh, now, is this still bugged?
What, Prince's Knife?
Check. It was one of those ones that didn't work on Arcboard, and I can't remember if I got patched or not.
Like it doesn't work on either, or it just doesn't work on the double?
Just doesn't work on the Tempest double.
Well, that's silly.
I think it got patched. Because I remember Buddy made the big old list on Reddit.
I mean,
Shout
that,
out to you,
that
Zeph.
just sounds like a straight bug, not a working as intended but broken on Arc Warden kind of thing. Roche is up, by the way. Refresher Shard up for the taking. Ursa gets put to sleep. Roche still at about 50% HP. They're going to jump out. BKB by Nico Baby. He jumps onto Supreme. Charlie actually laying in the right clicks as well. That's the Tempest double that he's manned up on. S4 finds the real Supreme. Hanskin low. A very messy fight as they lose FNG. Immediate buyback there, but Charlie on the run. He's going to go down next. And now I don't know if NIP can sustain this. They are going to have to buy back. Meanwhile, up top, looks like Clockwork was trying to go up against the Bane. He's going to get put down. Buyback there.
Oh, Saberlight gets the ulti.
Queen of Pain ult finishes off Nico. That's huge. Now they're going to get FNG. There's no buyback on Nico. Now the rest of this fight is going to turn in favor of NIP as Limp gets chased down. S4 trying to get the Phoenix. Can't save Hanskin. Limp's going to fall, and this is going to be all of Alliance dead. They've been turned on, bud. They've got 3 on the sideline. Make it 4 without buyback.
The redemption of Saberlight. What an angle. Blinks up in behind. They had all this radiant vision up on the cliff. And I think he noticed that they weren't going to be able to spot him. Nico Baby just did not have the morph there. He was really still pretty high on the Agi. Was not expecting that one. Devastation for Alliance.
Yeah.
Another fight of the Roche Pit not going their way.
So, refresher. Where'd that end up? Ursa. He's got the cheese also. Aegis this time goes to Supreme, who also has the Daedalus. So 1 lane of barracks here for sure. Tier 2 tower in the bottom lane going down quick. Still 30 seconds on Kunkka Morphling. This is pretty devastating. They're going to split it up. So Saneko's going to finish off bottom, and the rest of the team will head top. There's no way you get all 3. So settling for 2. Man, clutch moments around the Roche Pit.
I don't think they can get this melee Rex. They got it back.
Yeah.
Unless Supreme just wants to. Oh, he's got Aegis. Okay, never mind. They can definitely back him up. Fair enough. But it's still going to be up when Morph's here.
It's a little scary. Gonna have to sound the retreat here. They jump in onto Era. It's S4. BKBs get popped. Tempest double on the high ground. They want the clockwork. They'll find him. Not quite. There's the dunk up top. And Charlie, BKB, but stuck in the Fiend Strip. Getting countered pretty effectively. Now brought down. Hanskin gets knocked down, but they're focused on Supreme, and that's going to be Aegis. Looking for more. Ursa coming back, and he's going to be isolated. Sorry, that's not Ursa. That's Arc Warden. They've got no save. And just like that, Alliance bring this back. There's something going on in the base. Saberlight,
he was dealing with both supports.
Okay.
So he forced the egg up on the high ground. FNG was chasing him too, and he still managed to escape, but they popped the refresher shard on Ursa, but he couldn't cast everything again. He died right after. Wow. Pretty brutal. He got burst down by the Morphling for like 1,000 damage. He got torrented into E-Blade and Waveform, and just died in a second.
That's
after he had to deal with that Fiend's Grip.
So Cheese is the only spoil from Roche remaining. And remember, Ursa bumped back around that Roche fight, so on cooldown and dead for a very long time.
I can't confirm the Princess Knife also still does not work on the Tempest Double.
Okay.
That's good, because I just saw it happen in the game.
There you go. So, does work on... What do you call the main Arc Warden? Is it Arc Warden Prime?
His name's Arc Warden, actually, it turns out.
Just Arc Warden. Okay. Arc Warden in the double.
What do you call
I was thinking like Meepo Prime. You know, what do you call the Prime one? And he's like, Arc Main, dude. Here we go. Initiation, S4, put up the Yules. Saberlight comes back in. Hex, hook shot, Axe going down low. He's dead. Alliance have to back up. They do no damage to the tower. Bite off more than they could chew with that one. The AoE dagger.
Oh, no.
Saberlight.
Yes, the cookie.
Cookie connects on FNG. Buyback from Axe. They want to take this fight. Saberlight goes down. BKB from Nico secures the kill onto Saneko. That Torrent Storm, NIP were not able to handle it, and now Era is going to get put down also. Creeps did push in and finish off that barracks up top.
I feel like they fought that like they had Sonic Wave ready, but it was still on cooldown for another 5 seconds. When Saneko got in there with that big... I thought they were going to cookie onto the Queen, and then she would get like the big 3-man stun, but then Saneko had to commit in too. Just got nightmared and died.
Tempest double, not long for life. Yeah, you really hyped up that cookie, bud.
I wanted a big cookie. And then they didn't have Sonic Wave. They were all stunned there, but then there was no follow-up damage. I like the cookie, all right? What can I say?
The black and white cookie, the Seinfeld bit. It all comes back to a Seinfeld bit.
Yeah. That I can go for. Nice call.
Oh, S4 gets the catch. It's the kill. Forces the buyback onto Queen of Pain, but 2 minutes sideline for Snapfire. Saberlight stuck in the Fiend script. He's going to go down again. It's a dieback for Saberlight. The redemption won't be there. Now Charlie in big trouble. He's put to rest as well. It's just the Arc Warden. And guess what? Arc Main ain't going to be enough here, Trent. That's a bunch of diebacks, and Alliance take it 2-0 after a ridiculously topsy-turvy game. NIP falls short. The Nico Bay Morphling does it again.
Those Torrent Storms were pretty insane. Like that last one when they left the base there to try and fight them, completely turned around the potential there. Also not having the big damage from some of their larger heroes. I'm sure on the chase down didn't help too much, but so close, like on a hair a lot of this game. because it is on the back of this Morphling where Charlie just not quite able to get the final blow there right at the end of this game. And
Yep.
yeah, the rest of Alliance just a bit too strong. S4, 11 deaths, played very well. I do not think that his KDA reflects the importance of the axe this game.
I mean, he
'cause
also
think
had 11 kills. Like, he was all
Yeah.
over the place.
He had a lot of very important picks and setups for this match.
Yeah. Same with FNG. You look at 4, 11, and 18 on the Bane. He had some god tier ultimates that game. The Fiend's Grip was a game changer in multiple fights. Even that final hold, Saberlight buys back. FNG had his number. He was ready and waiting to catch him the moment he showed himself and blinked forward on that high ground. That was a very, very well executed Bane.
That was a fun. I'm actually sad that we only get 2 games of this. I was really hoping NIP would take this one for a third match.
Seriously.
Because they were pulling it off in the Roche pit, but a lot of their victories in this game and getting ahead seemed to come off of very kind of unfortunate moments for Alliance, like the early Roches coming back and everything. But NIP they weren't as clutch when it came to the aggressive pushes. They got too greedy on that second set of racks. They wasted the refresher shard, unfortunately, when Charlie got picked off. They just didn't respect the respawn of Alliance, and they paid handsomely for it into just an immediate loss.
Man, look at this. Take it back. Look at this graph just at the end of the game. The overall XP net worth win percentage, just showing how truly back and forth it was. Looked like Alliance's game, then it cuts back the other way, up to like an 80% win rate or something for Ninjas in Pyjamas. This is one of these rare games where the win percentage still isn't at 100% when they won. Like,
yeah, it was just that was like, we're taking 2 sets of racks. Oh, they respawned and we stuck around and we all died.
yeah.
We've all been there.
Well, that was pretty hype. Turns out Morphling with the leveler at the end of a game like that is pretty scary. Another 60 bonus attack speed. Whew.
Seems all right.
Hot dog. All right, we already got a lobby. It looks like the coordinator's leveling out a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
It's been
the
less
servers
laggy.
are cooling off.
Yeah.
They moved in the AC, you know?
They refilled Sparky the Wonder Hamster's water, and he's back on that treadmill, man. He's keeping these servers moving.
Bless you, Sparky.
Up next, we've got Nigma versus Viking. That should start in probably about 15, 20 minutes, something like that.
Fingers crossed.